Welcome parents and welcome students to Back to School Night. We're excited to see you. My name is Mrs. Chowdhury, or Miss C, and I teach 7th grade science here at Baldy Middle School. I teach section 707 to 712. I believe that learning science requires more than simply memorizing a body of knowledge. I want all my students to have fun this year virtually and in person. In order to participate in the excitement, I encourage my students to observe, to explore, to ask questions, and think creatively to gain a deeper understanding about the world around us. A wise man once said, "Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a constant state of learning." 7th grade physical science is broken down into 4 quarters. The first quarter, students learn about the nature of science, matter and its interactions, and a little bit of astronomy. In the second quarter, students will explore forces, and in the third quarter, students will learn about energy. In the fourth and final quarter, students will learn about sound and light. Now I will take you on a tour of Google Classroom. This is the Google Classroom page for section 707. All my Google Classroom pages from section 707 to 712 look very similar. So students can find what block number they have me and then the subject when they look for my classroom page. And they can also find the Meet link posted here on the banner 1 to 5 minutes before class starts for live session. I will talk more about what the term live means later in this video. Here is the stream. I suggest that students use the stream to read my announcements, but I mostly have them go to classwork. In classwork, students can see the attendance form, the attendance policy, topics such as what we're learning today, tech skills, and class info. So for attendance, at the beginning of every class, I take a roll, but I also have students fill out this attendance form to confirm that they are here today. So they fill out the date they're here, the time, and then any questions, comments, or concerns they have for the day. Additionally, if students are absent, they can find this under attendance. It's the request for excused absence form. Students can click this, click the link, and then fill out the form if they are ever absent. For matter and its interactions, that is the first topic that we will be going over. I number all of my assignments in order for students to pace themselves, and students can also click on the assignment, read the directions for the assignment. They can also see what category the assignment falls under and the due date for the assignment, all on Google Classroom. If students have any questions, they can leave me a comment and I can respond. It's very important that students know some tech skills for virtual learning. So I put a section here for students to reference if they ever need help turning in an assignment or splitting their screen. They can read the directions and then they can watch the videos. Finally, under class info, students can view their schedule, click on a link to talk with the counselor, and how we organize our binders in the event that we do return to the classroom. Here on my syllabus, I have my contact info. Students can contact me through mchowdhury@philasd.org, my email, and I mostly contact parents through Class Dojo. So please join my Class Dojo if you have not already done so. For materials, students need a 1 to 1.5 inch binder. In the event that we do return to the classroom, I suggest they have a binder and paper to write on. Additionally, students need pens and pencils and a calculator. And what's optional is scissors, highlighters, and colored pencils. Additionally, we may be doing some science experiments, so I will request household items for these experiments. I will let students know in advance if they need anything, and I will also post my announcements on Class Dojo. Finally, for the grading system, students' tests and quizzes consist of 40% of their grade. Classwork and participation is 30%. Projects and presentations is 20%, and homework is 10%. In terms of absent, late / missing work, I deduct points for any late work. So I do accept late work, but only up to a certain extent. And all my announcements are posted on Google Classroom if students have questions about late work. Students will not be penalized if they have internet or technology problems. They can communicate with me ahead of time to let me know. In terms of virtual learning rules, I encourage students to limit distractions around them so that they can stay focused. That means putting away their cell phone and closing out of any non-school related tabs. I also encourage students to be mindful of their background noise and mute their mics if they are not speaking. Finally, I encourage students to have their camera on when possible, but it is not mandatory. And if they do have their camera on, I want to make sure that they are dressed appropriately. Again, students can contact me through my email, and I do most of my parent communication through Class Dojo. Again, in terms of late and absent work, I do accept late work up to a certain point, but points will be taken off, and work that involves plagiarism or any cheating will get an automatic 0. Students should be familiar with the phrase, I am Baldy. At Baldy, we encourage students to build relationships, be accepting of everyone, love learning, be determined to persevere, and to impact their community positively. Live, the term means that students are with me on Google Meets for 60 minutes a day, and we are doing breakout rooms. That means students are working with other students on assignments. Students are interacting with a virtual lesson and writing in Google Docs and using their devices to interact in Google Meets. During flex time is when students can go at their own pace and it is more student directed. I will typically assign videos, any work from live session, and any other homework during flex time for students to work on. Again, my contact information is mchowdhury@philasd.org, and you can join my class dojo to receive more announcements. I'm excited to have a wonderful school year, and thank you for watching.